ID.
I saw that footage.
I got afraid.
Very nice. Very
Rahman,
nice.
my first
Lenses.
question is to you. For the first time we are seeing you on we will see you on the show. So what are your prior preparations for it? Anything special?
We were preparing for 3 months, not literally, but getting the songs done, how we're going to pull this off. And I was speaking to Ranjit Saab, and we were talking about it. And so in the very end, it all came together. Many different songs were omitted, but a lot of good songs got added. Some singers couldn't make it. So, but in the end, we are very happy with what I think, at least us as a band.
Yeah.
We are pretty thrilled.
Ranjit, you are coming with season 2 and like Unplugged season 2 आ रहा है. इससे पहले season 1 को भी काफी अच्छा response मिला था. इस बार क्या नए experiments होने वाले हैं? क्या खास देखने वाले हैं?
Well, we have new artists, and what better way to launch season 2 than with AR sir. And also, हमें जो साउंड की जो दिशा है, जो साउंड का दुनिया है, सिर्फ हिंदुस्तानी नहीं रहेगा, मतलब काफ़ी भी दूसरे देशों का साउंड यूज़ किया जाएगा. So we want to, there was a clear brief from MTV that we wanted to depart from collaborating too much with Indian folk musicians or Indian ethnic instruments, keep it more world and keep it more western, but the soul of course is Indian because the songs are written with this in mind. The biggest difference in the 2 seasons is that.
What are your expectations with season 2? Season 1 was great success.
We normally, expectations are actually for you all to taste and decide. For us is to be true to the music and true to the process of creating something beautiful and taking it forward, really.
Rahman sir, do you feel like as lots of Bollywood numbers come every year, I mean like they become chartbuster and someone asked you in the press conference and like they just exist for 3-4 months or something like that. If there are some good numbers, they exist for some long time. But rather than that, I mean like if we just think about it, we just don't see them anywhere else. So do you feel like just because of those particular songs or those filmy music, such kind of non-filmy albums or music which a creative, an artist's own creativity, it just hides somewhere else? I mean like an artist doesn't come with that way.
I think if anybody has a very strong point of view and very strong character and they move the audience, people never care about it's the film song or it's a private album. In films, so many minds work together, and we create something which people should like and would want to listen to, and that's why it's successful. So the same amount of mind and the creativity is put into private. Like look at Kailash Kher, he came up with the album, people loved it. Rabbi came up with that. Lucky Ali came up with it. Alisha Chennai came up with it, and Colonial Cousins. People, when the mind is really, it's not just like for the sake of doing it, but it has something to say and something which would affect the society. They will accept it. I'm sure that.
But do you feel, I mean like when certain Bollywood numbers or so-called item numbers or whatever comes in front of us, I mean like just because of that, an artist's creativity doesn't come in that way, like what he wants to, as Sunidhi said, like she just wants to sing a song in all different ways sometimes, but she can't do that just because she has to sing it in that way.
No, but when you work for films, you're very clear that we are working for a vision, and we have to make them happy, and millions of people are getting happiness, whether it's for 3 months or 2 weeks or so. We don't have, every song doesn't need to do the same thing, doesn't need to stay forever. It fulfills the
Any particular songs which you are gonna, I mean like do something special within this particular season of MTV Unplugged?
In this, most of the songs are sung by me, so bear with me. And also I've tried to sing somebody else's composition. I've sung a classic, Aaj Jaane Ki Zid Na Karo, which is one of my favorite compositions of the past. And we tried to have a new arrangement for it. And even my songs, Ranjit Saab has taken and made some of the songs really wild and beautiful. And so you should be waiting for it, and I hope you like it.
Ranjit, you already answered a part of my question. I was just wondering, in extension, where you said that MTV actually gave you a brief and you had to move away from sort of collaborating with non-folk artists, because that's the music we've been hearing when it comes to Unplugged. When it comes to Unplugged or it comes to Coke Studio. I was wondering, are we also going to hear a lot of different sounds in terms of different genres You know, I personally love the stuff that you did with Mick Jagger and the Miracle Worker. So I'm going to see more stuff like that, perhaps different genres of music other than just the one that we get, you know, with dabbling into our immense history and our culture of folk music, which is great.
Sure.
But, you know.
But like I said, we're exploring a sort of world music scenario in some ways for some episodes. Musicians from other countries who are ethnic in their culture,
Yeah.
but are newer to our audiences. So, and I think not just that MTV briefed me to be different, I think it's time we explored all kinds of things. And really there was no real, like A.R. Sir said, you know, in one song we have 5 Shanai players, but I think what they play in that context, it's just sound. You're transcending where they come from and what the instrument is. It's the sound and how it complements the music. So if that has to be an Indian instrument, fine. I mean, you know, we're not really locking ourselves and saying we don't want to explore. What feels comfortable and natural.
Because some of the tunes naturally go into Indian, come back with the sensibilities, but it will be light, not going to heavy classical music.
Yeah.
Maybe light and more heartfelt.
Sir,
The last question.
last question.
The troublesome.
सर बेसिकली बर्फी फिल्म ऑस्कर के लिए नॉमिनेट की गई थी लेकिन
No, that question they don't want me to answer.
MTV, we'll keep it on.
I just want to know one thing कि जिस तरीके से बर्फी नॉमिनेट की गई थी उसके बाद एक पहले तो उसको काफी अप्रिशिएट किया गया उसके बाद फिर ये कहा गया कि उसका म्यूजिक चोरी का है और ये सब चोरी का है. Do you believe कि इंडिया की इस तरीके से इमेज भी खराब होगी ऑस्कर में जाने की?
Okay, as I said, only MTV Unplugged.
There's nothing to do with Unplugged. No.
This is the first time you'll be seen on a show, whereas Sunidhi has always been related to shows related to music, or music-related shows basically. So, are you planning to continue, you know, being a part of music shows even later on after Unplugged?
I don't know. Because I think this. I wanted to. Each generation changes, and I do wanted to give them, the newer generation, my music in what they would like to see. So look at me, my hairstyle has changed a bit. I've not eaten rice. I've reduced carbohydrates.
That's what I wanted to know when I asked what are your preparations on.
Okay, I mean physical preparations.
Will we see any special performance where all the artists will be all together? Rahman sir, Sunidhi, Lucky.
No, each one has their own episode and will be featured in their own episode as singers and composers. So not together.
Thank you so much.
Lastly,
Just one last
Mr.
thing.
Bachchan is celebrating his 70th birthday.
No wishes. Thank you so much, guys.
Just one
Personally कर देंगे सब. No wishes. हम call कर देंगे.
As like he's still active in the industry and he's like celebrating his 70th birthday. So what do you have to say about it?
उनको call करिए personally.
Happy birthday, ABG. God bless you and keep rocking till 100.
Also, Khata Mangesh.
Okay, guys.